So you probably have heard of what an EBA is, or maybe your agent's trying to get you to sign one, and you're wondering, why do I have to sign this? So this is kind of what ours look like at Iowa Realty. They all look different. It is an exclusive buyer agency agreement. They are legally required in Iowa as of July 1st, 2024, because the Iowa Real Estate Transparency Act wanted more transparency for the buyer-agent transaction. It's going to go over, this thing here is going to go over my job, it's going to go over my broker's job, and it's going to go over what you can expect, your requirements. There's going to be a commission in here, so this is 3%, that'd be your agent commission, the broker fee. That is all due on closing, or sometimes you can get the seller to cover it. It's going to have your name, the general area you're looking for, the general price range, and the date of the contract here. It's going to go over things like dual agency, fair housing requirements, so I can't, as an agent, we're not allowed to discriminate or not show you certain areas because of your race, color, origin, anything like that. That is illegal. And if that were to happen to you, you would report that to the Iowa Commission, and the real estate agent probably would lose their license. That's how serious that is. It's going to go over things like home warranty, inspection. It's highly recommended that we're not going to be liable for if you fail to get inspection, things like that. Let's see. It's going to have things about mediation in it as well. So you go under contract with somebody and you guys are struggling over some legal things. That will have details about mediation in there as well. There will also be things about our job as your agent to explain things about the transaction. So what's an offer, what's a counteroffer, what are contingencies, things like that. Good communication is so important, and if you're not getting good communication, I definitely recommend you go to their broker, because their broker will be like, well, they'll either fix the situation or get you a different agent that will do the job for you, because that's what you're paying for, that's what you deserve. It's also going to tell you don't want to have two of these signed, because then you're on the hook for 2 commissions. I know most times the first agent or whatever agent didn't, put the offer on the house, will probably be like, but it's still serious. Like you could actually be held liable for that commission. So make sure when you're meeting with multiple agents that you know what you're signing. If you're signing anything, if you're signing an exclusive buyer agency agreement, well, that's your agent, unless you can get your way out of that contract. Definitely don't sign 2 of these with 2 different agents. That is a no-no. It's also going to go over dual agency, which that is basically like, say I, as your buyer's agent, am also representing the seller of the house that you just put an offer in on. That can sometimes cause like conflict of the deal, like me knowing important information about you that I could use for your negotiation, but also not being able to do anything because I have their confidential information and I know their negotiation things. Like, it can sometimes cause a bit of an issue, but a really good agent, it's alright. But if that's not your thing, then say no. Obviously, absolutely not. Then they can't do that. And then basically at the end here, you'll see you sign, you date it, and that is the finishing of the exclusive buyer agency agreement. There's going to be a little disclaimer on here because there's fraud, and Iowa Realty will let you know, like, hey, don't respond to emails that look like us and aren't us. We'll contact you this way. There's definitely a lot of communication involved in it. Basically, your agent owes you confidentiality, honesty, to do their job, communication. It's going to go over all of that. If you were just wanting to look at like one house for the weekend, you would just probably tell them like, hey, just put that for the weekend. Because I don't know if we're a good fit. I don't know if I'm going to buy the house, and I'm not sure you're the agent for me. I might not want to keep looking after this, or whatever the case is. And if, say, you do go and you find a house and you want to put an offer in on it and you really do like it, you like your agent, then you can always fill out another one of these and extend it. So yeah, if you didn't fill this out before you go on showings or put an offer in, the agent can get in serious trouble. The we get, in our office, we have like 5 people get audited per month. So, I mean, I imagine that's probably the same for all offices. And if the date on this doesn't line up with the date of the offer or whatever, yeah, you could get in trouble with the Iowa Real Estate Commission because that is illegal. You're supposed to have this done and signed. I also really like it because it's another way to keep us safe. Can't tell you how many horror stories I have heard about agents just taking random strangers that called them on showings, going up missing, you know, something really bad happening to them, getting robbed, whatever the case is, and then they don't even know who the other person is. Just kind of, it keeps us safe. I mean, your name's right there. We got you. We know who you are if you want to hurt me. So I that's why I like it. But yeah, that's what the EBA is. It's kind of a general rundown. Your agent should explain it to you better and further, break down each paragraph for you so you know what you're signing, you know what you're getting into. But this is just a general little video I wanted to give you about our EBA, and that yes, it is required. It's not a scam. And what it is, what it covers, what it entails.